I attended the largest Forex event in Africa, in Cape Town, the past week. And it was an awesome experience just seeing how big this industry actually is. So last year, I actually attended the Dubai Expo in October. That was mind blowing. Thousands and thousands of people on a daily basis were attending that event. But, just to show how big Forex trading or just trading in general is in South Africa. It's mind blowing to see. It's a growing industry, and there's so many people eager to learn to become profitable and successful traders, and traders that are basically, we are all classified as retail traders. Retail traders are basically traders that do not work for a big company or a big firm. And we basically just trade based on strategies that we've learned, and we have our own way of viewing the markets. Now, a very interesting that I picked up while I was at the event in Cape Town was just so many people just, eager to learn. A lot of people looked like they've been in trading. I spoke to a lot of people there, and a lot of people have been trading for a while and are struggling to find consistency. And then there are other people there that are already consistent, already highly profitable, successful retail traders. Now, there are so many strategies out there, because it feels like every single person I spoke to has another way of trading the markets, or another approach, or they trade different currency pairs, or they trade, different commodities. There are so many ways to trade the market, because you might think that the way that you trade is the most profitable, most successful way of trading. But, there are other people who are doing as good as you or better than you, and they also have a good style of trading. So you must never ever judge anybody for the way that they trade. When you meet someone, and you mustn't come across, if you're a trader, just like overwhelming to them, like, listen, the way I trade works, is the best way to trade, because that is not the truth. There are so many people out there, successful on their own. And there are also, another thing I want to talk about, there are so many people out there that are really struggling with trading. They really have been in the industry for a long time. They've done so many courses and just cannot seem to become profitable. And, that's also a sad thing, because you don't know if they really are not putting in the work through the courses they've attended or completed, or if they just wasted their money on courses that didn't really teach them any successful way of trading the markets. Now, another thing that I also just wanted to mention was that I think there was about, I'm going to jump around on topics in this video, but I think there was about, they said on the website, about 2,500 people who attended the event, and that's a lot of people, and it was hosted on a Thursday and a Friday. So it shows you a lot of people that attended it or basically made a plan to get there, but you don't know if people work, jobs, or if they basically are full-time traders. I don't know, and that's the thing. Like, I just met so many people, and it was really awesome to see. There was also a lot of speakers throughout the event, like giving tips and advice on psychology and just talking about larger things in the market. It was not just a Forex event. It was also like a finance event. So they also spoke about like MasterCard and other big companies. So that didn't really interest me. But, all the trading related things really interested me if I'm talking about like a mindset, psychology. And, they also spoke about prop firms, which is very interesting because, the prop firm space is such a huge space in trading at the moment. And a lot of people are uncertain, and I could see it at the event. Even the big companies or speakers that were there, they were also very uncertain of, how is prop firms getting regulated in the market, and how to take advantage of prop firms. So if I could just give one piece of advice trading with prop firms, as I've been trading with prop firms for the past 3, almost 4 years, is, do your thorough research. Don't fall for the big discounts on some companies that are launching. But, some companies are giving like 90% discount for a challenge. That gives you a sign that they are desperate to sell their challenges to people. So make sure you always go on Trustpilot, read reviews on the prop firm, and usually the prop firms that's been there the longest and have the highest ratings, they are the most trusted. I think they also said hundreds of prop firms are opening per month and hundreds were failing. So very interesting to hear that. And it's a very, how can I say, it's like, I think I also saw something, not that event, but I listened to a podcast the other day where they were talking about, I think 0.4% on one company that closed a few years ago of a big prop firm actually, that bought a challenge in a prop firm would actually get to the stage where they would get a payout, 0.4%. So that just shows you every 100,000 people who buys a challenge would actually get to the stage of a payout. It just shows you how many people out there are either rushing challenges and prop firms or just do not know how to trade profitably by applying proper risk management, having a proper trade plan, and have rules in place when they trade the markets, and if they actually have a profitable trading strategy. So very hectic to hear that, and that's how prop firms actually really do well and make a lot of money in this industry, because the majority of people out there are not successful in trading. And even though the odds are so against people becoming profitable traders, the funny thing is there are still thousands, if not millions of people around the world still wanting to learn the skill. And I think the biggest reason, if I have to think about that quickly, is the fact that trading gives you something that I feel not many other skills or qualifications out there can really give you, because I wouldn't say trading is a qualification. I would say it's more skill that you learn and develop. But the point I'm trying to make is, there's not many jobs out there or skills or degrees that will give you an opportunity to literally work from anywhere in the world, give you time freedom, and could potentially give you financial freedom. So, the biggest thing for me always was time freedom to, work from anywhere in the world. I mean, when we went to Cape Town now for the weekend, we literally decided to go to this event the evening before the event started. So we quickly got the tickets and then we went through to the event. But it's very interesting to understand how important it is when you become a full-time trader that you could actually, do this full-time and just have that time freedom to make decisions on the day or any day that you want to. If you want to go somewhere, do something, you have that time freedom. And when you go to another location, you can still trade, you can still do your forecasting in the morning, you can still look at your setups throughout the day, and you can still follow your plan. And that's one of the biggest blessings that I think trading offers. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why so many people are interested in learning to trade. But there's also another side, if I can put it that way, in the trading industry, where I think a lot of people get involved for the reasons I just mentioned. But another big reason people get involved in trading, and it's the sad truth, and that's why I also got involved in it. Luckily, I stuck it out to become profitable and successful in it. But the biggest thing that got me into trading was I saw people literally living this flashy lifestyle, driving fancy cars, wearing expensive clothes, nice watches. And, I want that in life as well. I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to become successful and drive my dream car and live in my dream home one day. But the reality is, 99% of people are going to fall for someone that is displaying this lifestyle, and they are going to fall so short because they are going to realize that it is not so easy and that it is not an overnight success to become a profitable trader. It is not, you're just going to jump into the market, you're going to do one course, for example, by someone who's flashing this lifestyle, and the next moment you're going to be living that lifestyle as well. So be very careful of that if you're looking at or watching this video and you're thinking about getting involved in trading. Be very, very, very careful of that, because you could potentially just fall into a trap, if I could call it that way, by falling for this high inexpensive lifestyle where actually you're going to, when you get started in trading, going to be on a journey for a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years. All depends on what knowledge you get in the very beginning. And it's super, super important to get the right knowledge at the very beginning, because, you know, I done 10 plus courses before I became a profitable trader. And it's not just about the courses, but it's about all that input, the back testing, the failing, and just standing up every time you fail and lose money. And, you know, it's such a hard cycle that you can go through to become a profitable trader. And I'm not saying this to scare you away from trading, because I'm telling you, when you push through, it is so, so worth it. You know, it's all about getting the right knowledge and the right education from the very beginning. So guys, I just wanted to make this video, just talk a bunch of nonsense. You know, I've never done this before. Usually I prepare for a video. I basically have notes that I work through. This is the first time I just said, let me just sit in front of the camera and just talk. And, you know, you saw in the beginning, there was a few snippets of the event and how it looked. So I just wanted to make a few videos so you guys can see how it looks. They'll probably be flowing through this content or this video as I'm recording it. But yeah, mind blowing to see how big the industry is, and it's growing. You know, a lot of people are saying trading is going away, but it's not going away. It's freaking growing, and it's growing insanely. And another big topic, before I forget about this, and I'll end off with this. They were talking a lot about AI and trading, like ChatGPT and how they can integrate it into trading. And a very interesting thing that I heard was that, you know, I don't think AI will ever take over trading, and like there will be one sort of AI that will just know exactly what the market is going to do next, because there are too many variables in trading and the markets are always moving and changing. So what you can use AI for, this is just what I heard. I'm not going to do it, but maybe in the future I would. I can't say I would never, how can I say, use AI in trading. But something they spoke about was that you can get AI as a bias. You know, for example, I do not trade indicators or anything at all, but just for example, let's just say a moving average. When it breaks the high line of the moving average and you're going to enter a buy trade. This is just an example. Now, AI can gather data by analyzing, for example, news events and, you know, indicators and all that kinds of stuff, and then giving you it can give you data back, and you can make a decision based off of that. So it's not your entry signal when you trade with AI. That's what I heard at the event. Although that's how some of the big traders and brokers are looking at it. It's not an entry signal, but it is a confluence. It can be used as a confluence towards your trading to basically maybe give you that final entry signal if it's a good trade or not. I'm not saying this is not financial advice at all. So it's just what I heard at the conference, and that I wanted to share with you guys on this video. So I think I'm talking way too much. So I'm going to end the video right here, and maybe I'll make more videos like this in the future. But I just wanted to share this, and it was very exciting to see how big this industry is. And, you know, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more trading related content, I am a local South African, basically trading the markets, and I'm just here to help you in this industry. So anyway, guys, have a great day further. I don't know why I'm saying this on YouTube, but just keep well, and I'll see you on the next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming to my YouTube channel very soon. And I just want to be more active on YouTube. Have a great one.